you've been involved in some big nights in British boxing. Where's tonight?
This was big, man. Wembley, it's not every day you get to head out Wembley. I've done York a few times, but Wembley, big night for the European. Number one this year. Yeah, best performance this year.
How do you assess Brad as an opponent? It's a very, very tough man in there.
Oh, very tough man. He deserves to continue to compete at this level. Another crack at the British maybe, but he's a tough man. He's resilient, a lot of heart and good power as well. Good fighter, man.
From your understanding, the sort of build-up in this fight has been about this being a final eliminator. To your understanding, is it Janibek next for you?
No, man. Frank's the man that said it, so I got to wait for Frank's call. I mean, I wasn't paying no attention to all of that stuff, so I didn't really look into it because I had Brad in front of me. I knew how tough he was, so it's up to Frank.
Final one for me. Obviously, you've been in there with Janibek before, 12 rounds with him. What adjustments would you need to make to win that fight?
When that fight gets called, I'll work on that and I'll let you guys know. But for now, I ain't fought by Janibek. He's a southpaw. I've been fighting orthodoxes all year. Well, apart from Danny Dignam, but I know what I need to do. But we'll work on that. We'll work on it. Cheers.
And in that fight against Brad, there were some moments in that one where he was pressing onto you a little bit. You were taking a few steps back. Were you always confident that you were going to then kick on and be able to put him back, or you just kind of had to ride through those moments?
I'm a championship fighter, so I knew, championship rounds is where I'm going to step it up. I felt like his gas tank weren't the best, but he showed me different today. His gas tank was very good, and I just had to press a little bit harder, coming towards the end of the fight than I expected.
And you're a big puncher, we know that. And the knockdown that got him down there, it didn't look like a flash one from the audience. It didn't look like a huge shot. But do you have that confidence in your hands that when you get hold of people that they're going to go down?
Yeah. But I didn't really catch him with the right hand, so I'm not surprised that he didn't really go over. But that jab was just killing him. Busted up his eye, and I think his eye was hurting a little bit. So that's why he went down to buy a bit of time, because I kept attacking the eye with a jab.
And before the fight in the presser, you weren't giving too much away, and neither was Brad, about some of the obvious previous sparring you guys have had. I'm not going to say you to tell what happened in those, but did that give you confidence going into this fight, that based off of that you kind of knew, or did you really genuinely write it off?
Not really. Fights are different, innit? We sparred like 2 years ago, so you can't really take that from that. No, I sparred him before the first Heaney fight actually, but done like 3 rounds. I sparred Linus more, so I just knew that Linus was probably going to tell him little things that I do to try and avoid, but yeah.
How would you assess your 2024, Denzel? Like, obviously, the end of 2023, you came off the loss to Heaney, you bounced back, you had domestic opponent after domestic opponent, but you've dealt with them all in different ways. Well, Asazi and Dignam, you blasted out there. Brad Paul's really tough competitor, and then you've now become European champion at the end of it, 3-time British champion. How would you assess this year?
It's been a great year. It's probably the best year of my career so far, so yeah.
With Brad, he was a very, very tough competitor, but did you think there was a stage where you were going to get him out of there, or did you think that was one where he's very tough, he's probably going to last the 12?
I thought he was going to last, but I was trying to get him out of there, on either him to say I've had enough or his corner to say he's had enough. But he's stuck in there, so I've got to give him credit.
You said it before, everybody asks you when you're going to fight Hamza Shiraz, but no one asks Hamza when they're going to fight Denzel Bentley. Do you think that could be a fight that could be even big? Well, would you prefer that fight to be even bigger and maybe be a unification fight? Because obviously he's fighting Ademez. If he gets through that yourself, could be Janibek next, could even be Janibek could even vacate, so it could even become even bigger domestic unification world title fight.
Who knows, man? When we get there, you look and ask him. When you see him, you can ask him and see what he wants to do with his career, because I've said yes to every single fight I've been asked to take. So
the opportunity came up to fight Chris Eubank Jr. instead. Would you take that one?
Not instead, but if it came up, I'd fight him. But I think I'm more interested in fighting Hamza, if I'm being honest. But I'd definitely fight Eubank, yeah.
Brilliant. Thank you, Denzel, for your time. Well done tonight.
Appreciate it.